In the rugged terrains of La Tuna, Badiraguato, Sinaloa, a young boy named Joaquin Guzman was born into a world of poverty, a world that would forge him into El Chapo, one of the most notorious drug lords in history. This humble beginning for Guzman was far removed from the wealth and power he would later command. His parents were simple farmers, and life in Sinaloa was harsh, defined by hardship. With numerous siblings to feed and scant resources, the young Joaquin quickly learned the harsh realities of life. In these formative years, Guzman was introduced to the world of narcotics. His father, a minor player in the drug trade, would prove to be a significant influence. The allure of the drug trade, the promise of escape from the grinding poverty, proved too potent. It was here, amidst the arid landscapes of Sinaloa, that the roots of a future Kingpin took hold. The seeds of ambition were sown in the young Guzman as he yearned for a life beyond the confines of poverty. As Guzman grew older, his ambitions took a darker turn. He entered the world of drug trafficking, climbing the ranks with a ruthless determination. Born into poverty, Joaquin Guzman, known to the world as El Chapo, found his way into the murky world of organized crime. His initiation was with a small-time gang, but his relentless drive and unforgiving spirit quickly won him a place in the notorious Guadalajara cartel. El Chapo's relationship with other cartel members was marked by a combination of fear, respect, and betrayal. His cunning mind and fierce loyalty earned him trust from his peers. Yet he wasn't above using violence to assert his dominance or eliminate those who posed a threat to his ascension. His rise to the top was not merely due to his ruthless nature, but also his innovative approach to smuggling. El Chapo revolutionized the drug trade with his sophisticated tunnel systems, a network that spanned across the US-Mexico border. This method, coupled with other unconventional means like submarines and aircraft, ensured his narcotics flowed into the United States like a relentless river. But it wasn't just his smuggling tactics that set him apart. El Chapo was also a master manipulator, using corruption to his advantage. He had a knack for turning law enforcement and politicians into his puppets, thus protecting his operations and allowing his empire to flourish. His brutal approach to rivals marked his reign. Unlike other kingpins, El Chapo didn't shy away from violence. His name became synonymous with fear, his reputation preceding him in the darkest corners of the underworld. Guzman's rise was a bloody climb to power, a journey marked by bodies and bullets. Yet despite the violence, his empire stood unrivaled, his influence reaching far beyond the borders of Mexico. His name, El Chapo, became etched in the annals of the underworld, a chilling reminder of the man who rose from nothing to become the most feared drug lord in the world. Guzman's rise was marked by blood and bullets, but his empire stood unrivaled, his name etched in the annals of the underworld. But every reign has its end. And for El Chapo, the curtain began to close when he became the target of international law enforcement. The year was 2009. Forbes magazine listed El Chapo as one of the world's most powerful people. But with power came visibility, and with visibility came the attention of international law enforcement. The DEA, Interpol, the Mexican authorities, they all had El Chapo in their crosshairs. In 2013, the Mexican Navy cornered El Chapo in a coastal mansion, but he slipped away, escaping through a network of tunnels. This would become a recurring theme in El Chapo's downfall, his uncanny ability to escape. But his luck ran out on February 22, 2014. He was captured in a high-profile operation in Mazatlan, Sinaloa. Yet, even from behind bars, El Chapo's influence remained. His sons and loyal cartel members continued to wreak havoc, maintaining the Sinaloa cartel's iron grip on the drug trade. 1 year later, El Chapo escaped from a maximum security prison via a 1-mile tunnel leading from his cell to a construction site. A feat of engineering that left the world in awe and law enforcement in disbelief. However, this escape would be his last. In January of 2016, following a manhunt that lasted 6 months, El Chapo was recaptured. This time, there would be no escape. He was extradited to the United States, where he faced a litany of charges, from drug trafficking to murder. The role of his sons and other cartel members in his downfall is undeniable. Their continued criminal activities while El Chapo was incarcerated drew attention to their father, making his recapture and extradition to the United States all but inevitable. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the boy from La Tuna, had risen to the peak of the criminal world only to plummet into the abyss of incarceration. A tale as old as time of rise and fall, of power and its inevitable loss.